In today's episode, we're going to go back in time to the USSR. I have a postcard here of a rather interesting looking building. It's still here, still standing, but it doesn't really seem to be serving a purpose anymore. In fact, this whole area is kind of derelict now. You couldn't have any prominent place or any place where lots of people were expected to come and not have a statue of Lenin. This is normally translated into English as the National Exhibition of Economic Achievement. You always seem to get unusual kitsch things in such places. As you can see, most things here have seen better days. Next door we have a Soviet hotel as well, or should I say a derelict Soviet hotel. Named Issuk-kul after the lake, this would have been the pride of the city when this was built in the early 1980s. It's a fantastic piece of Soviet modernism, a great example of the architecture from the time, and it's a real shame that it had to close down. It seems that it wasn't structurally safe. There seems to be an entranceway around the back, so I guess we can go explore it a little bit. So this is clearly the foyer, or it was the foyer. Lots to see. Absolutely freezing down here as well. Look at these on the floor here. Look, flies. This must have been the laundry section, and this is where they press the bed sheets to get the creases out, get them looking nice. So now we've got some better light. Why don't we have a look at this little flyer then? It's in Russian and English. See there how some of the rooms used to look. There were originally 188 rooms, 4 suites, etc, etc. So let's have a look inside room 502, shall we? Bathroom there, bath as well, and by the looks of it, it's just kind of a little single room with a balcony, and now on top of the roof. And wow, you get a pretty good view from up here. I found this thing in here, and it's something I'd heard of. It was some event that took place in 1995, so just after the USSR actually, and it was kind of, I don't know, exhibition or something that took place there. And this at the end was probably a suite. Different sections. Spacious as well. And then we've kind of a far bigger toilet and bathroom than the other ones. this is clearly what used to be the bar or the restaurant. It's a nice place to come for a drink. It really is a shame that this place closed down, and it led a very short life as well. No more than 30 years or something. I mean, great location. This would have been built at great expense during the tough times of the USSR. So, looking back now, it just seems a complete waste of money and time and effort. But walking around such places, I mean, it's very interesting, it really is. But at the same time, it's kind of sad. It's a shame that such a prominent, even beautiful building now has ceased to exist. This in here must have been one of what they called superior rooms. As you can see, spacious, much more spacious than the singles, but not as big as the suites. Oh, this must be one of the kitchens. Another very interesting space this. Must have been for the evening entertainment. So this is where in the winter time you'd leave your coats and then you'd head upstairs there. It would have been quite nice when the fountains were operating. What a place! An absolute classic example of Soviet architecture from the 80s, but unfortunately now consigned to the history books.